on. Okay. Hell yeah.
Uh,
See that that DM.
what the? Oh, the funny thing is he's wrong. This is a different account. It's the other account that got permad.
Yep.
I baited him.
See you in Korea, by the way.
Of course.
Oh,
That's
that's
just
like
because
so.
he just walked
So
up
like,
immediately.
Nana, what do you think about that Q you did there?
So it puts me really. The problem is that it hit all those fucking backline minions. Because like going for the trade there, my thought was he's walking into like the red pit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
fire pit. So it's like, oh, that's free. I'm just gonna queue him. And it's like, if I stop autoing right now, with like the backline, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like autos behind, it's not too bad. But it's gonna, unless he's dumb and he's playing Echo, so he's probably just gonna queue the wave. This is gonna push way too fast.
Yeah. So like the reason why I kind of asked this is like if in your head you're like, oh yeah, I'm playing first Echo, this guy's always gonna queue the wave,
No, no, I'm just
right?
hoping
Like,
that
so
that's gonna
so
just
like
cut
at this
point.
point, it turns into like an abusive play instead of
Yeah,
and it's like at this point because you weren't thinking of that, it turns into a mistake, right? Like if your thought in your head at this specific point, because this is like something you've done over and over again, you have realized that like if you do this, this is gonna shove and crash on what wave?
yeah. It was more like, oh, he's gonna walk there. I'm gonna queue him. Oh shit, I just hit all
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
backline.
but like if we look at
Yeah.
this wave right now, what wave is it gonna crash into the tower?
Like either the beginning of two or like right before the two, or like
Yeah,
right
right.
after the two.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's always gonna be two wave. So
Hmm.
this is like this type of stuff is also like you know through doing this you're getting like to a certain point of knowledge where you can really start to like play with these rules and things you understand. Where if your intention, which it wasn't this case, but if it's in the future, where if your intention is like oh yeah, this echo, he's gonna throw out his Q, let's like do this, and that's actually going on in your head, then it's fine. But if it's not going in your head, then obviously there's like a mistake, right?
I don't like doing that though, because it's like you're
Yeah, that's fine.
expecting him to do a mistake.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
your wiggling right there was a bit slow, for sure. You see how yeah, it's just like the speed of your mouse and the speed of clicks is quite slow. And then in regards to like spots, which like something we talked about, right? Or like you wanted to talk about like where to possibly wiggle. Where's like like let's talk about what we need to do first. Okay, this is when we need to CS. This is when we need to CS. And Echo will throw out his Q to get this one from like around this position, I think. Just estimate. He could also do it from like here, but I don't think he will. Having acknowledged this, where would be a good place for Oriana to wiggle?
where I like the center should be like exactly where I just clicked now.
Yeah, like where you picked right now would be a really good spot, right? Because you can go here, here, and you can easily like wiggle here and create pressure towards this zone. So this is like a no-go zone now. He can't go anywhere here, so it's kind of forced to go into here, right?
And I can just
Which
queue
is
up.
yeah, which is also fine because then you can walk up and then like go not through the wave, or you can go through the wave if you're accepting that you're gonna crash wave two, right?
I think at the same time, because like since I noticed I pushed it in too fast, I kind of wanted to walk into the minions so like encourage him to throw a Q so that maybe he hits me and the minions.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's like really something that will go on with players. Yeah, like you see how you're like auto attacking a lot now.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you
that's
don't
the point.
need to do that much.
Yeah,
You're already really far ahead. And in this matchup, like this is just one of these weird matchups where he will like spam shit
just
on
keep
the
going.
wave, so
Yeah,
it'll always
bring it
be a tiny advantage. Okay, we got level 2, we're zoning him off, very good. We got a huge chunk on him. He's got level 2 himself, he used one corrupting potion already. By the way, you can go corrupting as well.
Okay.
I think Daniel in this matchup always goes corrupting and TP
Hmm.
because it's basically impossible to kill Echo in lane. And
Really?
he's yeah no, no, yeah it's just he's always gonna push with Q and then he's gonna spam corrupting potions. He's gonna recall and TP back with Dark
Ah,
Seal.
and then he has more sustain because of Dark Seal. Okay.
Yeah. So like in this matchup you can kind of go that because otherwise like in general you won't be able to kill him. And that was like right there is still just too close to him.
Mm.
So did you see by the way like where you're wiggling here where it's very close to like you will you see that double click which like made it so you're like inside of the wave,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? This is like not necessarily when you where you want to stand.
Hmm.
Like obviously this like our big goal like I think it's fine but only because of our big goal. Our
Right
big
now, it's just
goal right
crashing
now
across
is to get this huge wave
into the
into
tower.
tower, right? So from that perspective standing here is fine
Would
because
it
it
be worth
allows you
using
to do a lot.
QW here just to push the wave really fast, or no?
Sorry, what?
Would it be worth spamming QW on the wave here just so I can get it in the tower?
I think it would be worth to start auto attacking a lot, and if Echo uses an ability, then it would be worth to like spam Q on the
Okay.
wave.
Because it's already pushing in, so I might as well just
Yes, so
auto it.
this
But
is
if he
this is a
throws a
bit
Q, I
like
might as well throw one back.
if you're going for like if you're doing three wave crash into recall, then yeah, absolutely spam your abilities on the wave.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing what we talked about, which is essentially crash the wave and go for a quick ward,
Go for a good one, yeah.
yeah, or like go for poke on a tower, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like do it slower because you're gonna need your mana coming up. Is that
I
understandable
think,
or?
yeah, yeah. I think with Silas, where he is now though, I think Fiddle should be around mid now. No,
Um, I mean, no, not really. Fiddle doesn't like early ganks.
fair enough. Yeah, but it's more just like I'm thinking because I'm pushing really far up, and I think this is like either plat 4 or gold. I don't know.
Yeah, like in terms of like the timing, around the third wave is where you could get ganked by someone doing a three camp clear.
Mm.
But people that do three camp clears are very, it's quite cheesy at the moment.
Bit Pepega. Okay.
Yeah, in ways. But like your current positioning is okay. You kind of want this to get into the
But
tower quickly so
it's
you
it's
can
it's good
ward
because
either.
I want to push it in, right? It's not good if I'm like not thinking of just pushing it in.
Yeah, if you're like not thinking, then again, right?
And
Like
yeah, yeah.
he's standing in this position, so like either here would be okay or like where you're kind of clicking here would be okay. Right.
Mm.
But yeah, like regardless, we do want to get this wave. Like you see that by the way, like that was 100%
Smart.
RNG.
Hmm.
And this is one of the codes that's like, yeah, I'm gonna go like 10 CS to my opponent. So what?
Of course. Ah, Jesus Christ, coughing and voice cracks.
Although at the same time you missed like in early waves. Okay, is he dead here?
Ooh, I, I think so.
If you Q earlier,
If I
then
queued and then
yeah,
ignited, yeah.
yeah.
Must have
I think he
ignite
can
scared
still
him.
be dead if you like flash Q or something. And yeah,
Yeah.
again, right? Like our intention is still the same because we have a huge wave on our side, so we want to get it into the enemy tower as quick as possible. Again,
Yeah.
right? But you also see that like over
Oh.
time your wiggling has started to become less and less,
Hmm.
right? Like well, like we'll look at like the next ones, but like in terms of like wiggling, there was like you're doing it very little, but your clicks are very like overall are very
Hmm.
efficient and have good logic behind why they are where they are.
Okay.
Right? Like the logic is right, but the speed is not right.
Hmm.
The speed
It's
is
like
like
it
it's
just needs to
just
be faster.
yeah, it's too slow.
I think it's definitely gonna like I think in the last one definitely it's like gotten way better
Yeah,
because I
like
just went over them again.
just like think to like how Faker clicks or something. It's like if you just
Uh,
look at like
can't even see the mouse.
yeah, right. Like even if you look at my wiggling, it's like super slow, but it's still fast. You know?
Hmm. This is more like me trying to get into my brain like when I'm not looking for CSing or trading, try to click left and right. You
I
know?
mean, like you should kind of always do it, but yeah,
Is there any like position where you shouldn't wiggle? Or
no, no. No, there is some things you can think about in regards to like not wiggling at times, but those aren't too important for
It's,
you right now.
I imagine it's like more mental than
Yes.
actually.
Yes. Yes, like the general
For
idea is
now,
like
it's like where basically people just don't think. It's like there's no point.
yeah, that and also you first kind of want to be able to do the skill before you can actually,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. At this point, it kind of just getting you to a point where you can do the skill,
yeah. Mhm.
and that's obviously like the more you practice the skill, the better you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
over
of
time,
course.
right? Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, like I mean, like we'll go over like level 6 and then we'll go next VOD. But like,
yeah,
see how slow this is? Like it's like,
uh,
yeah,
needs to be faster.
yeah. If you're having trouble with like seeing how fast or slow it is, like we can talk about that as well. But like if it's kind of clear to you that it's kind of slow, then like yeah. But that's just a case of doing it more, which it might stress your wrist if it does like take note of it. Um, take relaxers, let your wrist get used to like the increased amount of movement, you know,
Mhm.
or like your hand kind of as well, like kind of same thing. But yeah, in terms of like, um, let's say like stage 2, stage 1, this was very clean in many ways.
Yeah,
There were quite some RNG trades where it's like, oh, I'm gonna hit,
yeah.
don't worry. Don't really like those too much. They ended up giving you
I've been
kills,
trying to
right?
like
Yeah.
only do RNG trades into like matchups like the Cat or like the Echo when it's like all of the minions are so low. Like both mine, I mean not low. All of the minions are so high where it's like my cooldowns will probably come back by the time I can actually trade. So it's one of those like where
Yeah,
am I willing
yeah,
to use
yeah,
50
that's
mana to
understandable.
see if I hit him?
That's understandable. But
I
even
also do
then,
it a lot into like champs like Xerath, where even if the minions get low, he'll probably just stand back and Trokios. I can
yep,
even Xons versus Xerath.
yep.
So that one's like I'll just take whatever I can get. But yeah, especially the first one. Like if the Echo was had any idea about like the actual wave, he doesn't queue there, it pushes into him, and it's just he gets free farm.
Hmm. Yeah,
This
sorry
game I
for
remember like
the.
it's not that I wiggled that well, but I think I tethered fairly well.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Cause like the way that I did was I spent like 3 4 days until I could just wiggle. Like
Hmm.
even if it's like I was still wiggling in the range, at least I was wiggling while trading and CSing, you know?
Yeah, like you can already see
Uh,
the speed difference here. Even though it's
yeah.
still kind of slow, like you can definitely see the difference.
You like how the fucking Soraka walked in so Senna could get her Q off on the Jax? Amazing.
So how are you enjoying the note? What is this? Your is
Yeah. Instantly noticed and turned it off.
no, I
I was
was
playing
just gonna
normal
say,
game.
how are you like it? How are you enjoying your no chat life?
Yeah, and then I see the chat's on. Ah shit, turned it off.
Oh man, there's no way to play solo queue with it, honestly.
It's actually, oh dude, I'm so happy. They're introducing pre-game lobby mute. Now all I need is post-game lobby mute and I'm fucking golden.
Okay, we're getting like small lead in the minions. See, we're like, that's one too many, right? Like we're kind of reef ahead. Okay, he's queuing.
Okay.
So at this
Right.
at this point, right? Like we can make a choice.
Mhm.
Either
Do
we're
I just
gonna,
let this push into me?
yeah, either we're gonna be like, oh, you want to queue the wave? Yeah, just push into me. Sure, go ahead. It's gonna end up better for me. Or you can keep contesting it like you're doing and kind of try to meet him at level 2.
I wanted to keep contesting since it's like uh the, the Jax is already so far behind. It's very unlikely they'll try to
Hmm.
gank me again.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe I can actually try to level 2, get him to half health.
Yeah, another thing you could be doing here, right? This is like something a lot of people don't do versus like poke mage like Xerath.
Mhm.
He just uses Q cooldown. I think it's like 8 seconds or something long like that on his Q
I'm
as like a cooldown, right?
not even kidding. I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know the number by like off the top of my head,
I
but I
don't either.
think it's
That's
somewhere around like 7 or 8 seconds. It's quite a while, anyways.
it might be longer actually. I'm
If
not
he
sure.
used it, Like, you can go straight up to here. What's
Yeah,
he
I
gonna
can just
do?
go
Auto
straight up
you
in
to
his
death?
face. True.
No. He better like,
Yeah,
if
it's
he
9 seconds.
like cues like this, he better fucking feel it.
Yeah, it's 9 seconds, you're right? Yeah, I might as well just walk up into his face and
Yeah,
kill.
it's similar with like
Just
if
auto hack him.
Vlad ever uses W, that's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
an
yeah, that's what I
insane
know.
amount. It's like 20
It's
seconds level
22
1 or
seconds.
something.
Like 22? I'll look it up. I
Coach,
don't know.
by
It's
the
just
way.
no, no, no. It's just when I think of these things, it's like I have to know the number. You know, it's 28. Yikes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really long. Yeah, like as we said, right? Like this is like 9 seconds on Q, and he used wave twice. It's like he better
Yeah.
not fucking auto a minion, And you look at this, and he's like, oh yeah, sure. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna get 3 out of 6 minions. I'm happy.
Of course.
Yeah. Now we're autoing ahead. We're getting level 2. Okay, no, 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 no,
Luigi's
no,
a
no.
boss.
We don't want to push too fast. We don't want
Nah,
to
I
push too
shouldn't
fast.
auto attack. I should
Yeah,
just I should just get the level 2 and then I should just be happy with it.
yeah, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Like standing max range and throwing out Q's missing CS, and you're like, okay, okay, sir. Oh, you wanted that one? Ah, that's unlucky. And you missed it, and you're getting that one. Yeah, that wiggling spot was good. I think you could have done it like little bit further down to like make sure that you're not getting hit by his skill shots,
By the
right?
okay.
It's like you see how you were like ran into the minions there. I don't like
Hmm.
this too much. I really don't think it's too necessary to do that.
It's also at the same time because it's like I want him to because about this point where like I've noticed Zero players whenever you get them to like half health, even same for like champs like Vel'Koz, this is when they stop trying to hit the wave with your minion with their abilities and start to hit you. So it's like I want it to still push into me, so I'm trying to go on them so that he can click W on me and the wave, and then I can just sort of move out of it.
Okay, if that was like your actual intention here, where you're like actually thinking about, okay,
It is
okay,
genuinely the only way I found to beat artillery mages
okay.
because I don't know.
No, if that's what you were thinking, then I'm completely happy. But then obviously like don't fuck up auto attacks earlier,
Definitely.
And like now you're kind of ahead, so you don't need to stand inside of it anymore.
Yeah. It's
Although
more
like
like
never mind, cannon RNG.
canon. Yeah.
But like this, I'll kind of you see how this ends up going fine.
Hmm.
And then like yeah, that Q is gonna help you push again. But overall, like this lane stay is kind of nice for you, even though it could be better.
Yeah.
It's kind of really fine. Oh,
I
that's
think
a
if it's like
mistake.
one of the hardest things I found with wiggling is that sometimes my brain just says auto the wave, even though I should know auto the wave.
Hmm.
And it's like when I was just doing stage 1 and 2, it was way easier to say, actually, you know what, don't auto attack, So I just click stop because I rebinded it to S.
Okay.
But now the harder thing is,
Yeah.
sort of clicking constantly and then saying, wait, no, 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 don't auto there. Like I've gotten slightly better at it, but I think
You
especially
also
the
see
next
that
one.
there's like a lot of moments still where you're like not actively like clicking back and forward, you're not actively trying to do
Yeah,
something. Something that's very nice is that your clicks overall have gotten way better, right? Like
yeah.
it is something to really like be happy about.
I've noticed it a lot in team fights, especially
Mm-hmm. And this
where it's like
also like to be fair, like this is almost a point where you could go into two directions, where either you go into refining your clicks more, which would
hmm.
essentially don't use F keys, man. We not LS out here yet.
No, that's not here. It's more like because I see him that he's recalling and he stopped his recall, so he's under tower, and it's like, well, I wonder where the hell the Jax is.
Okay. But yeah, like this almost like a fork in the road where
Hmm.
you could go two directions, which are both really fine towards improvement, and some like one will get you higher legs, and another will give you maybe more satisfaction. But the actual options you have is either focusing on wings quickly, which is
Hmm.
something we're really focused on, because in regards to clicks, right, or
Yeah,
in regards to like what Headlow likes to call stage 3, right?
yeah,
You're getting to a point where your clicks are close enough, are fast enough, but and have good intentions and good ideas behind it most of the time, very consistently. However, there's certain things, like certain techniques that you should do with this that you could yes. Like the example which is like wiggling. So
Yeah.
one road would be to continue skill would be wiggling, right?
Hmm.
Also dodge combat guaranteed dodge.
It's not because I got hit in the center of the W, so the slow's bigger. I'd have to waste
Yeah,
W
yeah,
myself.
no,
But
it's a, like
still, really?
yeah, 99% sure.
I thought when it's like hits you in the center, it's impossible to dodge without W.
Yeah, like on any do you know how to dodge it on like other skills?
You have to start walking one direction, then once it go the other.
Yeah, once it hits you, basically.
Yeah.
Once the skill hits, so that's actually way more possible. Just run it down on him. What's he gonna do?
I just jump with.
Oh yeah, I don't think like
I put that
that's
up
a
there.
case where if you have like uh where you refine your what's it called, your wiggling, where you kill him guaranteed here.
What happened is I forgot to turn champion zone. Me.
Yeah, like even without it, like if you wiggle better there,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get like one or two extra autos, or like if you
Big
kick
bro.
better, let's say it that way. And if you
I
turn your
think
W,
like
then you hit refresh.
yeah. I think I could have also like moved Z.
Oh yeah, sure. But like yeah, like the roads I was talking about, either you keep on refining your stage these clicks, right? And then like the speed and advanced techniques that you can use with it, which is right now mainly way increasing the range of your abilities, weaving out if you can, stuff like this, right? Another option, which would be good advantages as well, and we're now to focus on awareness and jungle interaction, which would
Mm,
like it's very much wiggling is a difficult skill. It's very good to into learning it, and will give you higher right? Well, 9% of the time will the other. Um, the other will give you a higher win rate. So you don't like, randomly die to junglers like that all the time.
that's a hard one. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's like
On one end, it's like I genuinely do feel like I need to get better at wiggling. On the other hand, not dying to jumping. It's a hard one.
yeah, but like that being said, right, like these two done in like anyways.
Yeah.
Like I'm mainly saying this because I already see you like, choose F keys, trying to consistently like minimap, and so we think it's a good direction to keep going. And being better at wiggling and better at clicks, it will create a huge, like way bigger lane kingdom. Like in 1v1 saying, you know how like good Dan can be if he wants to be, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you basically learn how to move like fair. You move into, doing other stuff. But yeah, like that's just something for you for you to like us because I do think you still like
I think I start.
see more than like the
Uh,
first bit
yeah.
and surrounding like
Because I think at that point, it's like I kept walking into those random skill shots and I just got tilted.
it's not very good, man.
Not good at all. That's a mental. I'm working on it, man. The mental working on it. But for now, it's like whenever I see a Zeret or a fucking Vel'Koz, something about it, man. It's a fight or flight. I get fucking terrified of them.
A zero Vel'Koz. Okay.
No. Zera or Vel'Koz.
Okay.
Zera don't give a shit. Zera just throw Qs on him and he dies. That champion is so bad, man. Feels so bad. He's no joke. One of my favorite champions, and he's so bad, man.
Who? Azir? What?
Azir, I love Azir, man. With his soldiers, you kidding me?
What do you mean he's so bad?
No, I'm talking about in this elo. If anyone picks him in this elo,
Oh,
they're
okay,
trolling.
okay.
No, I've seen him being played in competitive. He's dog shit broken. Not dog shit, bullshit broken. Yeah, there's no fucking counterplay half the time. I actually don't understand what you're supposed to do against him if someone actually knows what they're doing. But like in this elo,
Ah, come
it's
on, it's not
just
Syndra yet.
yeah, not Cinder yet. Wait, which game is this one? No, this is the Ari one. Oh, this is the wrong one.
Okay.
Does it say versus Cassidy? It's versus Ari? No, I went 2-7. This is a game before we started doing the clicking.
Okay.
Uh,
That's not useful.
Let me find the actual Cassidy game. I think I'll just share it. God damn it, man. Is this the one? Should be somewhere at the end. Is this? No, is this there at? Seko. This is an hour of black screen. Here it is. Okay. I'll
An
turn off this
hour
one.
of black screen. Nice.
I forgot it was on, man. I no joke forgot it was on.
Okay, I'll stop screen share.
I'll just move Discord to here. There we go. And I'll mute this. It's gonna start. It's just there you go.
Oh yeah, like
Recording bug.
look, it's way quicker now.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of the speed where you want it always to be, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah,
This
okay,
is
okay.
this is like after like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is like like do you see the difference?
It's fucking gigantic, man.
Yeah, there like you do need to like I would recommend still like
Click closer.
no go yeah
Uh,
click
huh?
closer. Yeah, exactly. You need to do it by like or like the easiest way to do it is like going into practice tool essentially.
That's what I did. I went into like bushes and I just clicked between the words again.
Yeah, I do that a bit more still.
Yeah. Okay. Because
And
I feel
something
like
else
they're a
you
bit
can
too
do with
spaced out right
your
now.
yeah, something else you can do with your clicks is
Mhm.
it's kind of like the best way I can explain it is like look at how like fake or like Chovy or Showmaker clicks or BDD even and try to copy it because
They have
you're
this. They have this weird thing while like while they click. It's like they hover their mouse. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like when a minion's about to die, it's like they're clicking, and it's like they constantly move their mouse over the minion as it like dies, and then eventually they click it. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, do you see my mouse here?
hmm
It's like they'd click only near their champion, but their mouse would move in a much larger arc. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
I think that's intentional.
Yep, it's absolutely intentional. Was your crashing of waves like this intentional as well?
I hope so, because it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
I think this is more like just me saying, oh, it's casted and it's Jack's jungle. He's not gonna gank me, and then exactly when I say that, he ganks me.
Yeah, like what did we say again? Like the three waves are useful for what?
Uh, we said the three waves.
Like three wave crash. Normally you
Uh,
do like normally what you
you
do is like
you trash three waves or you poke on their tower. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. It's just that. Uh, you either crash 2 or 3 waves and then you go ward, or if you crash the third wave, you can just get a cheater recall.
yeah, right. So what did we not do here? Either of those.
We did not ward. We did not ward, and we did not recall.
Yeah.
I mean, we got poke on their tower against the cast.
Yeah, but like you can do poke on her tower and ward like at the
And
same time.
ward,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I can give up maybe like 1, 2 autos on him. I mean, thankfully, Brother Cassidy decided I'm gonna walk into you and give you a free kill because you
Exactly.
earned the buddy. And then he also uses his TP, even though this I'm never gonna be able to push this wave in.
Yeah, I think if he plays this correctly, then this TP can be very strong, but I don't think he does.
I don't think it's. I think it's just gonna click random buttons.
Yeah, you do need to like shove it. Like you can be more forward. Like it's not like level 6 Castellan yet, and you can give up some
Yeah,
of
it's
your
more.
HP.
It's more. I'm like kind of horrified of the Jax flash
Okay, okay.
QMA.
Thank you, brother Caston.
If he tries to hold this, he just loses half his health.
Yeah, like he can't hold that. I mean, I
But
guess
he's gonna fucking try. He's gonna
no,
try.
he can try to hold it like that. It ends up being pretty good for him. But
Does it?
this recall is really good for you as well.
Yeah. It's also because I got the well, I got a pod as well, but I also got the lost chapter, which
Yeah,
is always
Lost
nice.
Chapter is always huge. But yeah, like, do you also notice that like early
Mhm.
on you're wiggling like a ton, and then like the longer it goes
Yeah,
on,
I
you
start
stop
slowing
wiggling?
down. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it needs to be more.
you can't stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Need to give yourself the arthritis.
Exactly. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah. It's like
One of the major reasons why
when
I
you
can't
said
play ASOL anymore.
when you said when you said I played too much League, at first I was like I can sort of see why, but I still don't understand fully. Then I started wiggling, and it's like, oh, I completely see. You know, I
And now
completely
think
see.
about like fucking ASOL as a champion, man.
Ugh, and you have to constantly maneuver the fucking bobbles,
Yeah, like,
whatever
and this
they
is
are, the
like old
stars.
ASOL, not new ASOL. And old ASOL would have like,
Yeah,
you know, the entire
yeah.
like game long is like micro managing your exact movement surrounding like
Aw. People who play that fucking game, like, you can tell at one point they've had fucking wrist surgery. You can just tell. Like, there's no way.
who play ASOL consistently. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That or
not
else they're
this
one of those
ASOL, not
fucking.
this ASOL for sure. And to be
Yeah.
fair, there were a
Yeah.
lot of players that would just like abuse him, like they abuse Echo, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, you reminded me of my friend. He hit Grandmaster in the US. His name is Juan. Uh, his username used to be Juan. I think now it's like Star Forger or some shit.
Yeah.
He only plays early on Soul, and like he roams level 2, 4, 6. Like every even fucking number he
Yeah.
roams. It's so troll. I love watching him though, cause it's so fucking funny watching this fucking dragon fly out of nowhere and double kill his bot lane.
Yeah, like that's the big difference though. Like doing
Yeah.
Ace like doing old ASOL with stages basically is like you can actually punish every minion on old ASOL.
That's actually kind of gross. Why is he here? What? 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 Why should Jax be there? Wait, we just took Drake. He just cleared bot side. Why is he coming from there? Whatever, man. I'll try to understand it.
Yeah, just skip like past to death.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
just look. Oh, there we go. We wiggling again. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's fine. Like if you're actually like moving from place to place, then it's good to move from place to place, right? Like
Yeah.
you can also overdo wiggling, which is something that a lot of people do once they like, watch a ton of
Actually.
LS videos and they're like, oh, if I
Look
wiggle,
the way he moves.
then I'm a good player, so I need to always wiggle. That's how it works,
Oh,
right?
I see. You can. What a virgin. As James would say, what a nonce.
Yeah,
He
that's
just calls
like
people
for
pedos.
sure a
I love
place where
watching.
you like flash early so you don't lose half your HP.
Yeah. I should. Yeah, it's still not too bad, but like it's definitely not optimal. I also what I like to do is whenever someone does stuff, I'm thankfully casted and again chooses not to deny me minions, but tries to go for an RNG for her own bot lane. So
Oh
you know,
yeah.
God bless.
We quick shove this and probably get one plate, right?
I yeah, I think it's a lot worth to like chunk the jungler over chunking your mid laner. No?
But jungler can. Oh, I would take place here. No, but like jungler can easily regen the HP overall.
Mm.
See how Jack's like full HP already? Yeah,
Ah, you're right.
right. Which is just red buff or smite, or he can go to a plant or stuff like that. Yeah, you definitely
I
want to
see.
shove this in like immediately again. You're looking for a reset here. Like Kassadin is like, what the fuck
I
is
can
this
kill him.
guy?
What the fuck is he doing? He's psychopath. Okay, flashed. Whatever.
I mean,
We can
sure,
get the
thank
play
you.
laning
Then we get
waves.
this bear plate, and then like, Kassadin's still
Cassidy's
on the
bot
map.
lane. Yeah.
Like, if you want to decide to stay here, you need to see his HP, which I assume would be okay. He's
He's
recalling.
recalling, so
Okay.
should be fine.
Then
Also, I don't.
we probably don't want to stay one more plate.
Yeah, I think we just rebuild after this.
Yeah. Like one more plate here will make it so that Castellan takes like 2 plates of ours, I think.
Yeah.
Or like yeah, we lose like CS. And here we could probably upgrade boots. Yep. We can get
I think like besides whenever it's like you somehow don't have boots, I think blasting one's just always worse.
yeah, I agree. Something you
I've
could
tried
have
them both.
bought here is uh what's their yeah, I think going
Mercs?
no, not I think Mercs could be okay, but not really Mercs here. But like going no magic mantle with your last 450 gold would have been good.
Ah, okay. I see what you mean.
But that's mainly
I've been
because
thinking about
Jax
doing
also
that into
does
like
magic damage, and they also have like an AP top.
yeah, and they have Ezreal who's hybrid,
Yeah, kinda.
and I think Brand or Morgana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Morgana,
Brand.
right? Like they have a lot of magic damage. Like, this is definitely a game where you can get banshees or something.
Yeah, I don't think I buy it though.
Yeah, I don't think.
No banshees allowed.
I mean, it depends. Like if the enemies get super fed, then you need it. If they don't,
Yeah,
then
yeah, of course. I see what you mean though. The clicks definitely start like stop after like 8 minutes.
hmm I
Like
mean,
here, I could
like
be wait
they
me.
naturally will because that's kind of the time where it starts to make less sense as well.
Ah, okay. So
Like
it's
right now, stopping wiggling like makes a lot of sense. There's like
because
way
of
less to actually wiggle surround. Like this was like that right there was good. You see how you were like bait that?
uh,
There you
that was
fucked it up.
annoying.
There
That
you
was
fucked it
annoying.
up. But like
No, no,
before that, it was good.
you would think so, but like
But like
I
you
want you
see,
to look
look,
at the
look, look,
clicks.
look, look, look.
No, no,
You,
look at the clicks. Look, see how I'm clicking back here? Now watch this.
yeah,
See how I'm
no,
clicking
that
that I'm
this
clicking back
this is
here?
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Look how Ori doesn't turn.
Oh, is this
It's
ping
fucking
or
lag. It's pink.
what the fuck?
I fucking hate this goddamn Wi-Fi, man. So bad.
Wait, but you have 50 ping.
Yeah, I know it doesn't show. It's
Ah,
because the
okay.
fucking internet provider tethers the Wi-Fi, so it doesn't actually show that it goes up.
Okay, that does make sense. Trying to like, I saw some clicks that seemed like they didn't register, and I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's my fucking
But
Wi-Fi
I thought it might have
provider
been
being an
recording
asshat.
or something. Like, but no, okay, interesting.
Oh, what a ward.
But no, like, to get back to like what we're talking about,
Yeah.
your main goal for like the next like 1.5 week, keep
Mhm.
working on your wiggling. Look at how these like extreme high level players click, things they abuse. Something you could add within your wiggling is the usage of S, right? Like
Mhm.
if you watch BDD, Chovy, Faker, Showmaker,
Yeah,
those are
something
like
I was talking to
they're.
Daniel about like why and when he clicks S.
Mhm.
Uh, I try using it, but it's like I noticed really early on. Like, let me actually learn how to wiggle first.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly. No, you should definitely work on improving your wiggling. Like the places where
Yeah.
you're wiggling are overall decent. Like
I think
and
if they just
yeah, go ahead.
overwide, I think if they just get like a tiny bit better, then I'll think about actually including the S. But I'm fine with it right now, but like I'm still not completely satisfied with how it's going.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And like the main huge difference you can also see is like right now at any time you can always ask, like I can always ask you, oh, why are you clicking there, and you can give a good answer,
Mhm.
or like you can give any like an answer that makes sense, while before you're like, I don't fucking know why I'm clicking here, right?
True.
Like if I asked you in the Xerath game, oh, why are you clicking inside of the menus? You're like, oh yeah, it's because this and this and this. Like that reasoning might
Yeah.
be flawed, but you're doing it for a reason.
At least it's for a reason,
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
but that's actually huge growth already, right?
Yeah.
So definitely be proud about that.
Nah.
Like there's like this is very different from this random guy who can't even do stage one.
True. How long ago was that actually?
I
I'd say
I forgot
four
honestly.
months. I think like in total 4 months, because then
Yeah.
it's like we did the 2 month hiatus, right?
Mhm.
Because you ended up being sick, and then Christmas happened, then you got sick again.
Mhm.
and then I couldn't do anything. I mean, to be honest, even
I think
like
total
fucking
time
4 months.
would probably be something like half a year.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's. Would it be? Yeah, it'd be half a year, right?
But yeah, look how far you come.
Feels good, man. Honestly, I'm just glad I'm no longer fucking 3 CS per minute. You know? That's that's. I'm not even kidding. You have no idea, man. I'm playing on like some friend of mine. I helped him obtain a Smurf through legitimate means.
Okay.
And out of the kindness of his heart, he gave me one, and I don't really need one.
Mhm.
But I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And I started playing with him on him, and then I started playing a lot of solo duo.
Mhm.
And it's more like when I was just starting out on Wiggling, I played a lot on it because I didn't want the int like
Yeah, it's understandable.
yeah, I didn't want to completely int. And out of like 25 games, I noticed I have like a CS average of like 9 CS per minute, and I looked at it and I was like, feels good, man. Not 4. Not 4.
Hell yeah.
Not 4.
No, but it does
Like
feel
generally,
good, man.
I looked at it. I was like, yes, it's not fucking 4.
Yeah,
Because
fucking
I still
gas,
fucking
man.
remember when it's like I was in like D4 promos abusing fucking Echo.
Wait, wait,
You know,
wait, wait, wait,
you
wait.
don't know this? Okay, so before like we started talking and I started coaching. I played only Echo and only Echo. And what I would do is
Wait.
I would
Have I
solo
ever
kill my
have I
lane
ever
opponent.
sent you this video?
What the fuck is this?
So good, man.
That's the fucking guy who's like, what's heavier than a pound? What's
Yeah.
heavier a kilogram of steel, a kilogram of feathers? I love that video. Oh fuck.
This is definitely me when I see that.
Oh, give me a second.
this,
I can't find it.
this is
Ah,
definitely
shit.
me when I see my students improving.
There
What
you
is
go.
this? Is this the G2 one?
World Championships.
It
Yeah.
is the G2. Ah, it's sad. I love it so much. So bad though.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. But yeah, like keep everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is like quite some like room to grow still. Make sure you don't like go too perverse on like absolutely perfecting wiggling. This is something that
Yeah.
you know. This is like a trap that Daniel, for example, fell into, where once he got the hang of wiggling, he was like, "Oh, wiggling! Oh,
Oh,
this is the
we
crazy.
must
This is
do
the
at all
craziest
times.
thing ever. Let me like
It,
keep
it,
doing
it
this
reminds me a
until I
lot.
feel like I'm
There's
doing it
this.
absolutely perfect."
Yeah. I, I noticed that. So there's this. Okay. There's this Castellan player in Grandmasters in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
He plays only, and I'm not kidding, this top lane Castellan with exhaust and barrier.
Okay, okay.
And I'm not even kidding. He clicks really well, but he doesn't stop clicking. Like there'll be times in team fights when he won't just R in because he's too busy fucking wiggling. It's the funniest shit. You have no idea. Like you'll see him in game. Like he'll just be like let me find a sort of this. It's like this. It's like the Heimerdinger is jumping towards him, and he's just too busy fucking bouncing left and right to do anything.
Oh,
It's
that's
actually the
beautiful.
best thing ever.
That's
I love
absolutely
watching him.
beautiful.
I don't know what his name is. It's something in Korean.
That's
I love
gorgeous.
watching fucking replays of high elo Korean players. They're the most psychopathic players in the world.
They are.
Anyway,
It's so beautiful.
they are. It's fucking hilarious to be honest.
It's so beautiful.
Okay, so we said we should focus on wiggling just so I can get it to a slightly higher
Yeah,
average than what it
you
is
want
now.
to get it to really good standard, and then afterwards, like, just message me when you get there, because like
Okay.
the next thing to focus on is kind of just hey, look at your map every X seconds, and that's kind of something we can just talk about very quickly, even in DMs, right?
All right.
Like, yeah.
For I think things you said. Give me a second. Excuse me. The things which we can add to the wiggling. You said either I try to incorporate the S key or else it's like
Yeah,
I
the
imagine
S
like hover
key
hand, but
doing
I
it
think that'd be way
more.
harder.
So like the S key is optional.
Yeah.
The things you
I
need
can
to
see how it would be helpful though, especially like when I'm trying to like wiggle near minions,
yeah.
and it's like you don't want to bump into them or like just fuck up the pathing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like, I mean it's
Uh,
optional in terms of like it's not what limits you towards focusing on this.
yeah, yeah,
It's an optional thing you can focus on to like get it to a higher level.
yeah.
So
Okay.
the using S is optional. What
Hmm.
things are that you need to certainly improve on? One, your speed is getting to a good level, but it needs to be consistently there. So
Yeah.
definitely get through the,
I think till around like 9, 10 minutes, I should probably constantly be
yes,
wiggling. Am I
yes,
right?
yes. I mean,
And then
there
it's
will
like
there
yeah,
will
and I
be
can set
times
this
where it
up.
makes sense not to, but yeah,
Yeah.
like when you're
But
pushing a
those are
tower,
like usually into like champs into like Kassadin, where it's like his R will be on 6 seconds, and I'll just jump left and right.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's like better to just tether than to wiggle.
And something else you should do is like try to really find the limits of your
Hmm.
champion's ranges in terms of like auto attacks, in terms of Qs, because
I know everything except the alt.
yeah, 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 not
I'm
ranges as in like
yeah.
the factual ranges, but like
No, 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 no. As in like the feeling of it. Like
yeah,
I've
no, not that either.
no.
No,
What is? Oh, I
like
don't know that.
you
I don't know.
you know how with good clicks you can increase the range of like your abilities, and also
Oh, I see what you mean.
right,
Okay.
yeah. If you need like extreme specifics, you could talk to like Daniel or James about it,
Okay. Yeah.
as they like really refined this on Ori. I think I'm not sure if James like is there yet, but I know he's worked on it a lot.
I
Yeah.
to be honest, like for fun, like sometimes it's just like a bish 1v1 me, the same way that I do to Daniel. And unlike Daniel, he actually gives me a response because I also give him responses. Uh, and yeah, no, it generally feels sometimes like his abilities are longer range than mine.
Yes, nice. That's the way you understand. But no, it's like
So
yeah, it's same
I
when
guess
like
it would be
yeah.
understanding cast ranges more than anything, right? So it's like along with the wiggling.
Yeah, 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 like
So
this is like something you really need to like get into where you can actually deal more damage by just like clicking good.
yeah, I can see how.
You can
Like
yeah.
what was it, the Echo game or the casting game, where it's like if I just clicked better, I would have gone
Yes,
into
yes,
more
yeah, yeah,
autos in,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
wouldn't have to flash.
You get like two more autos in like both of those fights.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like wow, that's a lot.
yeah, yeah.
It's like one of the
It's lethal.
funniest things to say, where it's like, oh yeah, if you click better, your abilities have more range and you deal more damage. And
And
they're
they
like,
deal
wait,
more
what?
damage.
What do you mean when I click better? How is that gonna change anything? So
Yeah, and then you actually see it. Oh, I see.
yeah, it's like actually one of the funniest things to like say to someone because nobody ever believes it.
It it looks like one of those thumbnails who just like play this one champion to get diamond easy,
Yeah.
from like fucking pro guides or some shit.
Like
It's
this
great.
this this one trick will increase your win rate, but
Increase your performance in brackets in game.
yep.
I love it.
But
Yeah, no.
yeah, do you have any questions or
Okay.
like anything?
Uh, let's see. So like we said, Bigling, Esky optional.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, working more on like consistency, 8 to 9 minutes.
Yeah.